Welcome in then to Extra Time. Frank is here, Ali and Shaka. Shaka, I want to start with you. When you're riding a bike, what noise does the bell make?
What noise does the bell make?
I'm sure you made a different noise yesterday.
That's how the bell goes.
It was more.
See, let's
He's cycling at the
right noise. That's how it goes. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Just say it again.
No, you tell me how your bell goes.
Ding ding.
You have got a posh bell.
Yours is not working very well.
Frank, I want to get your opinion on something that happened today in the office as well. Sat at my computer doing the research, something flies by me. I'm like, what's that? And it's one of Shaka's fingernails. He's cutting his nails at his desk. He says there's nothing wrong with this. What do you make of doing your nails at your desk instead of maybe at home?
I would say it's pretty dirty, but I would do that in my bathroom, I would say, you know, and try to avoid, hitting people with that, That's not my Shaka. I'm expecting much more from the mayor of Newcastle. Come on.
Yeah, Shaka.
And what was troubling is that when you actually called him out on it, he was very aggressive in his response. What? What's wrong with this?
What? There's anything wrong with it.
And then I was surprised you had nail clippers with you. And you say
I always have nail clippers with me. I'd never leave home without them.
Put that on your Wikipedia page. Right, it's a serious question now, okay? It's much nonsense today. Frank,
sure.
We all love this game. We really do. But with the amount of games coming this season, is there any chance some senior players might organise a protest?
Senior, when they say senior, they mean like older players? Like they're going to complain because they play too many games?
Players. Yeah, like, we've had enough. We're not playing 70 games again this season. We can have a little protest.
No, nobody's going to complain. I mean,
no.
It's always the same story. People, they get money out of it, a lot of money. I would never complain with the money that I earned before, so I never complained about the game that I had to play. And it's true that it's a lot, but we are dedicating our lives to football, and we love that. And we don't want to train. We just want to play. And if I play every 3 games, I'm happy. I travel, I see full crowd, I play the game that I love the most. Yeah, it's a lot. But when I'm enough, I have enough money to give up and drop my seat for another person. So it is what it is. We know that it's too much. It may be too many games and too much for people watching the football because they get fed up because they don't have any surprises. But the players, they love it. They're happy with that, I think.
For the goalkeepers, it's different though, isn't it? You can play as many matches as you want.
What?
It's not as tiring.
It's exhausting.
Just right on your bike. Sit on the bench, cut your nails.
Shrapnel flying.
There's no shrapnel flying anywhere.
Shaka, United spent $82 million on Højlund and $43 million on Xerxes. Wouldn't it have been better just to wait and spend the money on Osimhen?
Yeah.
Yes, but life doesn't work like that, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Good observation.
Where would you go if you're Osimhen?
Anywhere at this point.
Well, that's not true, is it?
Arsenal.
Really?
Yeah. I think it'd be great at Arsenal.
Why? Oh, this is... Frank, you think Liverpool are going to win the league? So why does Liverpool need a large recruiting organisation of brilliant people if they sign 0 to 2 players a year? Maybe they should cut the funding for the Maverick recruiting group and use that money for players.
Oh, man.
Oh.
It's aggressive.
Yeah, maybe. But maybe they've been searching a lot and they found nobody. That's why they have paid a lot. And they saved some money for the American owners. So, yeah, that's a little bit crazy. But especially when you change your coach, maybe it's time for you to change like 2, 3, 4 players to start a new era. But at the same time, as I explained during the show, they feel that they don't need too much to compete for the Premier League title. So they might have the right to stay put and work with the squad that they had last season.
But who's the guy at Real Sociedad just turned him down, didn't they?
Zubimendi.
So surely they're not that happy if they're trying to get Zubimendi and he turns him down, Frank.
That's true. But yeah, there is what you can afford and some others you cannot because the guy doesn't want or he's too expensive. And that's what it is. That's the offer and the demands, as we say.
I do think that for a new manager coming in, usually it would be important for him to sort of bring a player or two that are basically his choice, and it's a way of sending a message. It's a power move to the rest of the players in that locker room and saying, look, we need a little bit of new blood here. Yeah, look, what you have is great, but we can be better, and these guys are going to add value, and this is how I think our team is going to be different and how we can be successful. So we're bringing me as a manager, we're bringing this couple of players here, we have a different sort of personality to the group. It was already successful, but we can make it better, and this is how it's going to be better. I'm surprised that there hasn't been a power move and to bring players in that are your choice, not players that are already there in place.
Ali, I would agree with you if it wasn't Jurgen Klopp heritage. The guy leaves the club where nobody wanted him to leave. They wanted him to stay because he was perfect for the club, and he's been for like more than 8 years. And I think it's always the case because most of the time when the coaches are changed, is because they don't have good results, which is not the case for Liverpool. They all knew that last season there was maybe a transition kind of season. And they found that at the end of the season that, you don't need to make some move, but maybe change the coach because the former one wanted to leave. But they want to carry on this heritage and maybe see how it works. And maybe next year give some possibilities to the new one.
Chelsea keep buying attacking players, Frank. But last year they scored a lot of goals but let in a lot of goals. Do you think they should use the money for Osimhen on an elite defender instead?
They have many centre-backs, for example. We can see that if Rhys James is injured, they have Malo Gusto. Maybe on the left side they have to think, but Colwill can also play on the left side if Chilwell is not ready. So they have enough players. They have young players. They have inexperienced players, but everywhere. That's the problem. Recruiting anybody else will be interesting because if the player is experienced as a centre back, because they don't have Thiago Silva anymore, in a midfielder area, Conor Gallagher might come back, so maybe they can use him. And of course, as a number 10, a striker will depend on the ball that he receives. Let's say, give an example, crazy. Erling Haaland signed for Chelsea. If you don't serve him, Erling Haaland will score almost zero. He needs the people to serve him. So buying a striker, if you cannot serve him, is useless.
A very specific West Ham question for you, Shaka. Is Aaron Wan-Bissaka going straight into the first team ahead of Vladimir Coufal?
Who's that come from? Vladimir Coufal?
No.
Oh, I think he would. I think he does. You don't bring somebody in from Manchester United to sit on your bench. So the answer is yes.
Who will finish higher? Now, it's interesting, Ali, because during the show, former Chelsea player said that Chelsea are finishing 5th. Former Newcastle player said that they were going to finish 5th. Who finishes higher, Chelsea or Newcastle?
I'm going to go with Newcastle. And I believe that Newcastle is the sort of club that are thought of maybe more as sellers than buyers. And yet what I think is important for them is that they've been able to hang on to most of their key players. And in hanging on to those players, there's that continuity that you want from a team, that consistency that you want from a team. The core group stays together. And that you cannot say about Chelsea. We don't know yet what version of Chelsea is going to show up. We don't know yet if this team is still going to try to play out of the back with players that cannot do that and turn the ball over in bad areas and give up bad goals. And that is the more likely scenario because that's what we have seen from Chelsea so far under Maresca. And so we just got done in a conversation as to who's going to score the goals for Chelsea. And so there are too many questions for Chelsea. I think there are less questions for Newcastle. I'll say Newcastle over Chelsea.
Today is International Left-Handed Day. You left-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Congratulations.
Well, I did not know that, but thank you very much.
Well done, very nice. Very good.
Happy U Day.
Start, bench or drop these lefty footballers.
Oh, okay.
Johan Cruyff, Platini,
Hold on.
Bobby Charlton.
No, Platini was a right-footed. He was a right-footed, Michel Platini.
Well, there we go. That's the end of that. That question's gone. Dead.
Wow.
Oh,
That was quick.
Well, maybe he was left-handed.
Maybe he was left-handed.
Maybe he was left-handed, but I feel...
But we don't know.
No, I think everyone's let themselves down, have they? But in theory, we're going...
I'm going Cruyff, Platini, Charlton.
There we go.
In
There
the,
we go. Well, maybe left-handed. Maybe we jumped the gun a little bit.
Well, yes, but it serves no purpose in a football show to ask questions about what you do with your hands unless you're a goalkeeper.
But it is International Left-Handed Day, so if you're ever going to ask about that,
Okay, then this is
today is the day to
where
do
I
it.
answer the question.
Yeah,
then.
exactly. Do you have any big regrets from your life, Shaka?
Is that it? That's the end of the question?
I paraphrased it to make it.
What's the question?
Do you have any big regrets from your playing days? Perhaps moving to a particular club, not accepting a trade offer, or retiring too soon or late?
No.
No regrets? No, good. That's nice to hear. For Shaq, who takes a loss from their favourite team the hardest? Dan, Ali, or Seb?
Who takes it? Seb, no question. I think he takes it hardest. And then you, Dan.
Yeah, I think so.
Ali's unbothered.
Well, we haven't seen Venezuela lose CONMEBOL qualifying, the last kick of the game ahead of the 2026 World Cup.
I did see Ali during the Copa America, and while he was more animated than we know, he didn't go overboard.
I would put Stevie above me.
Stevie's above everybody.
No, I think Sebi...
Nah, I put Stevie above Sebi.
No, hold on a second. But Sebi is unreasonable. First, he's got to figure out what team he's
Yeah,
rooting
he's got about 6 teams. So
He's got to figure out who he's rooting for.
Yeah, but you don't feel your life is in danger with Sebi.
This is right up Frank Street, the final question. Frank, did a lot of celebrities visit your training facility when you played?
Oh.
Just before the World Cup, we had Jacques Chirac, our president, who came to say hi.
Celebrity.
At Chelsea, yeah. At Chelsea, we had Tony Blair and Alistair Campbell.
These are terrible answers, Frank. Celebrities, not boring politicians.
Otherwise, Sir Attenborough. Sir Attenborough came to Chelsea training ground once.
Who?
David Attenborough.
Oh, David Attenborough. Very cool. That's good. That's cool.
Yeah. That's good. That's good enough for you.
Yeah, David Attenborough's great.
Who else? Well, I think training ground, no, but training facility, no. But at Stamford Bridge, I saw a lot of people like Bryan Adams coming and some others coming because Chelsea was is where it was a trendy club at the time. I don't know if it's still, but it was nice to be seen there. So lots of show business people were coming, but no, not too many. But nobody wanted to come at the training facility where we were training close to Hislop, where there was a windy area, ugly places. No, Baby Coburn is much nicer, but at the time nobody wanted to come to see us.
Elle Macpherson, what was the story with Elle Macpherson? She came to watch you, didn't she, Frank?
Yeah, we were close friends. I was friends with her boyfriend because I think they were married. But she never came to the training facility. No. Gianluca Vialli would have loved that. I remember when I asked for a ticket.
Vialli would have. Shaka?
Vialli offered me 2 comps for Elle Macpherson in the presidential suite when he was the coach.
Oh, really, Frank? Wow. There you go.
Yeah, but he was single at the time. I just want to say,
let's put that in.
People, Yeah.
Shaka, any supermodels?
No, not at all. Nobody comes to the training ground.
Okay, what about to West Ham? Who's the most famous person? Well, most famous person that you've played in front of when it comes to celebrity?
I have no idea.
No.
None.
Okay.
When I was at Reading, we had Daley Thompson training with. He was doing a documentary.
Daley Thompson.
He was doing a
Fantastic.
documentary,
Now,
so he came and
was the
trained-
British decathlete who won in 1984.
Something like that. He was a big name in British sport.
Yeah, he was
huge.
he was big in Britain.
And
I mean, not so much in Connecticut.
No, not Connecticut. But yeah, he came and did a full season with us at Reading.
Right.
It's part of his
And
documentary.
then did you ever play in front of the Queen? God bless her.
I met the Queen
There you are, you see.
at St James's Park one year.
Beautiful. What was she doing there?
I don't know, Dan. It was an off season and she was there and invited 5 or 6 players to go and meet the Queen
And what did you do?
Prince Philip.
Ding ding.
Pichum, pichum. Pichum, pichum.
She didn't ride a bike. No, she didn't ride a bike. There was no need. There was no need to show her my knowing how a bell goes.
Pichum. What is that?
That's a bell. You gotta ring a bell.
Ali.
I'm trying to think of his name. It was a heavyweight fighter that had knocked out Mike Tyson, and it was a big surprise.
Burbick.
No.
Not Trevor Burbick.
No, had knocked out Mike Tyson. It was in I remember the fight
Buster
was
Douglas?
Buster Douglas. Yes.
I was close. I knew it was a
That
beat.
myself.
Yeah. Buster Douglas. That's that. Yeah. So he
Okay.
came.
But Hugh Jackman came to see you as well, didn't he? When he
Yeah,
was at
Hugh
the
Jackman
Union?
with
Yeah,
the
'cause I'm-
Philadelphia. Clearly he remembered me. You know
Well,
when he came and visited. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, of course. When he came here for the show.
Yeah.
And he went to Stevie. You played football.
Yes. Well, Buster Douglas is from Columbus.
Right. Okay.
He's
And we're
from
going back
Columbus.
there. Right.
No, I'm just saying. That's what the connection was. I knew you had moved on, but I just wanted the connection. Oscar de la Hoya is I don't know if it still is, but was an investor for the Houston Dynamo at one point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But the most impressive of all was actually our colleague Jurgen Klinsmann, who had been retired for a while, but came to training with the LA Galaxy and jumped in training.
Oh, yeah?
And was still the best player by far. I mean, this guy was scoring volleys and headers, and I'm like, oh no, well, we have no chance because we were in our prime, and this guy was running circles around us. So there you go.
Oh.
But that was impressive.
Yeah. And Buster Douglas.
Well, Buster Douglas, he's from Columbus. See, that's where the connection is.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Frank. As always, much appreciated. We'll be back tomorrow.